Welcome to Wine Direct Essentials. This video is all about setting up and working in your shipping strategies. Let's get right into it. To navigate to your shipping strategies, we're going to access our main tab store, followed by our sub-tab shipping. The shipping strategies are all in our new user's interface. To create a new shipping strategy, select the plus symbol in the upper right-hand corner and give your shipping strategy a name. Oftentimes, this can be something like club shipping or standard shipping, overnight shipping, whatever it is that you would like to call this particular strategy, do so here in the name. There we go. Once we've given it a name, we can define how we want the shipping strategy to function. Do we want it to function by the number of items, by the weight, or by order value? If you are using Easy Ship, UPS builds everything by weight. So I recommend when you're building your shipping strategies that you build it by weight. Let's go ahead and build it by weight for the sake of this example. The next step in creating a shipping strategy is to add methods. Let's select those methods now by selecting the plus add methods button. The name can be anything that you would like it to be. However, it's important that it's understandable to the customer, so you'll probably wind up sticking to something very similar to what you would expect to see online. Things like UPS ground. Based on the name or method that you would like to employ, you will need to add a specific carrier code. If you're not sure what that carrier code is, you can select to view a list of codes here, which will take you to our documentation site, and it outlines all of the available codes dependent on the carrier and the fulfillment center. If you are not using a fulfillment center, or if you're fulfilling out of house, you'll want to use the ship compliant carrier codes. Those codes are UPS ground as UPS, UPS 2-day as UP2, and so on. Select the code, navigate back to your carrier code, and you can paste it or you can type it here. The description is how many business days it will generally take for a shipment to arrive. You can create shipping strategies that only your admin have access to as well. If you would like to do that, you would need to select here, and you would be able to then only allow for your club members or club orders or admin orders to use this particular shipping strategy. Mark it as active and hit add. Now we have a method. The next thing that we need to do is create our zones. Once we've created zones, we'll have to create the rates within each of those zones. Let's create a zone by selecting the plus add zone option. In this case, we're going to select just California for this zone and call it zone 1. You can create as many zones as you need, but you will not be able to create a zone that has California in it again. If I were to try to create zone 2, you can see that California is already marked in zone 1. Once you've created the zone and added states into it, now we can create the rates for that zone. We will select add a rate, and because we're working in weight, we'll define a starting weight and an ending weight, and then the amount of shipping cost for that weight range. In this case, let's select 0.01 and 5 pounds. Most bottles tend to be about 4 pounds, so I'll leave it to you to determine what the appropriate rate will be. If you are working with UPS or FedEx at this point, I recommend that you reach out to your carrier and ask for your rate card. Then you'll define the amount here, and you can add as many as you need. As you add, you can see that the new minimum weight is 0.01 pounds over the maximum weight of the previous rate. So all you'll have to do at this point is to add additional weight differences and add additional levels. From there, make sure that you've selected the method that you want to use for these rates. In this case, we are going to use UPS ground, and select add. Now we've created our first rates under our zone. You will do this until you've completed filling out all of the zones for all of the states that you're going to be shipping to and all of the methods that you would like to use. See you in the next video.